Friday of the 19th week in Ordinary Time, Matrimony and Virginity. Holy Purity, guardian of both human and divine love. To live out the fullness of one's vocation, it is necessary to live holy purity in accord with one's state in life. God gives the graces necessary to those called to matrimony, as well as to those called to give their whole hearts, so that they all may be faithful. Holy purity is not the most important virtue, but it is indispensable for anyone wishing to enjoy intimacy with God. It may happen that in some environments this virtue has gone out of fashion. It may seem that to live the virtue and all of its consequences will appear to many people as incomprehensible or utopian. We should remember that the first Christians also had to confront a hostile and aggressive environment in this and in other areas of morality. With the passage of time, the pastors of the church felt that they were under obligation to spell out the parameters of Christian conduct. The counsels of St. John Chrysostom are a good example. They seem almost as if they were directed to many Christians of our own day. What do you want us to do? Go up into the mountains and become monks? What are you saying makes me want to cry. You think that modesty and chastity are just for monks? No. Christ laid down common laws for all of us, and so when he said, "Everyone who looks at a woman lustfully," he was not speaking to a monk, but to the man in the street. I do not forbid you to marry, nor do I forbid you to enjoy life. I only ask that you do this with temperance, not with impurity, not with countless sins. I do not lay it down as a law that you go into the mountains and out into the deserts. I want you to be good, modest, and chaste, even though you are in the middle of the world. What wonderful things we can accomplish in the world by living holy purity with refinement. We will bring the bonus odor Christi, the sweet fragrance of Christ, to all the places that we frequent. This virtue is accompanied by others which do not attract much attention, but which do add up to a general comportionment which is always attractive. We can take as examples of these virtues details of modesty in dress, in neatness, in sports and recreation. We would also include the refusal to listen to or engage in conversations that are beneath the dignity of a Christian and of any decent person, the planning of vacations so as to avoid sloth and moral harm, and, above all, the cheerful example of our own life, optimism in the face of ups and downs, and a genuine love of life. The virtue of purity is so important to every apostolate in the middle of the world that we can think of it as the guardian of love. It is precisely here that this holy virtue is nourished and acquires meaning. It protects and defends both human and divine love. If our love were to die out, it would be very difficult, even impossible, to live this virtue in all its youthful fullness.